We should also debate whether it's better to like or subscribe, or maybe both.
Do both.
Crown Jewel in Perth.
Do you think it was Perth getting up so early?
I mean, I was already up. I would say the shocker of the night we're going to first talk about. Bronson Reed defeated Roman Reigns in an Australian street fight. I know Bronson from Australia. I know that Bronson had put him on a stretcher before, even though he lost that match, but they were bringing up the stretcher, so we were going to believe that Bronson had all the edge going to this. But we definitely all believed Roman was going to win this. This wasn't really in question, and we were wrong. Bronson Reed gets the big win, and that makes what happens later on Monday even more interesting too. But let's talk about Big Bronson Reed in this match.
If you had Bronson Reed on your bingo card going over Roman Reigns, God bless you, and you're full of shit. Not a one of us saw that coming. We knew it'd be a hard-hitting match. We knew that Bronson Reed obviously can deliver in the ring. Roman's one of the greatest of all time. So between the two of them, the chemistry was fantastic. And I'm looking forward to the next one because they're going to have another banger at some point. You got to believe Bronson Reed's not going away with 1-1.
They are tied at 1-1, and Braun Breaker did help get him the victory. And we'll talk a little bit about Braun Breaker as we get towards the match with Seth, too, later.
Well, that's weird. He didn't have a match on the card.
He didn't, but we will talk about him a little bit.
Stephanie McClure defeated Tiffany Stratton
for the Crown Jewel Women's Championship. So Stephanie wins the Crown Jewel Championship this year. We talked about this off air, how we didn't think this match really mattered as much for Seth and Cody, but here it felt a little more important for two young women really trying to carve their niche. And Stephanie McClure, man, this girl not only has a connection with the crowd, she's just as fantastic in the ring.
No matter how good both of these female wrestlers are, they are so young in their careers. Both of them are still just green as can be. And by green as can be, I'm not insulting them. Their moves in the ring, they're fantastic. They're awesome. I mean, just from a standpoint of there's no limit to where they can go. They are in a very rare boat with, and I'll be honest with you, the only other person I put in that boat, Roxanne Perez, with how amazing it can be to see where they're going. Rhea Ripley, I think, is a similar boat, but she's a little bit past where they are. She's that next stratosphere, but they're heading for that stratosphere very quickly.
Yeah, no doubt. They're two women to get great reactions, and there's a lot of women like that right now. Get to possibly the other match of the night here. I thought this was really a 1-2-3 because the rest of the show was solid, but my favorite three moments were these first three matches. And this is going to the veterans. John Cena and AJ Styles, heck of a match. It was like a video game match. They borrowed a little bit of everything. Cena was using Sister Abigail. He's going for the 619. AJ Styles had his old shorts from TNA. John Cena, I missed this too because I was watching on a delay and I had skipped it. AJ made a point to make sure I watched it. Had an own personal introduction written for AJ Styles, you know, the face of Total Nonstop Action, the leader of the Bullet Club. Just amazing stuff here. Great match. Cena gets the victory, and this is probably maybe the most memorable match of the card other than Bronson beating Roman.
This is the classic example of you don't have to go over to be shined. You can make another wrestler, and not that AJ Styles needs to be made, but maybe going into his final year, which he announced the night before, maybe going into his final year, some people have forgotten how good AJ actually is. And I'll be honest with you, John Cena, the first 20 years of his career, I couldn't care less about his matches. Over the last couple months, between the Brock Lesnar selling his ass off and now AJ Styles, I'm enjoying John Cena. He saved his last 5 matches to make me enjoy this. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, even his match with Cody at SummerSlam, I thought was
awesome. Continuing on this card, though, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defeated the Kabuki Warriors. This one wasn't as intriguing to me because I felt like I knew where it was going, and I don't think this is the end of this. Great to see Ripley and Io get the victory, but for the most part, it was just a match for me.
Well, the other surprising thing for me was I didn't feel like the chemistry was there in this match like it has been in the past, which is very surprising. Obviously, all of these women have worked together many times, especially, you know, the Kabuki Warriors and Io over in Japan and coming over. But for some reason, this match just lacked a little something.
Seth Rollins defeated Cody Rhodes. He used the watch and he got the victory, but might have more importantly injured himself in this.
I don't think there's any might have.
He's definitely injured himself at some point. We don't know what the injury is. So rather than even really talk about this match,
Seth Rollins got the win. I think me and AJ both agreed. We didn't think this was a very important match.
I didn't think this was the time for him to get the win. If you're going to give him a comeback, this is not the time to do it. You had to give it a bigger scale. Although they see Crown Jewel as a big scale.